Hey guys, hope everyone is enjoying the league so far. Today I'd like to go over the boss rushing strategy with destructive play and talk about some tips on optimizing this strategy. You may already know this, but I've noticed some people running this inefficiently, and I think that hopefully this video will help you out. So, if you're not familiar with destructive play, it is an Atlas keystone that causes Maven to summon 1 to 3 additional bosses when you're witnessing the map boss. So this is most commonly used as a strategy to farm Shaper Guardian maps, Conqueror maps, and also Synth maps. And these map bosses typically have a high chance of dropping these maps. So typically at every league start, I would run this as my league start Atlas strategy because it's very profitable early on when everyone is trying to complete their Atlas. Even in mid-league to late league, it's still quite profitable as people still do run these Shaper Guardian maps to get the invitation, which in turn drops fragments for fighting Maven. It also drops Awakened Gems, more Conqueror maps, and you can either rotate these maps or you can even sell them in bulk if you prefer. So there's always a demand for these maps, and that's why I think it's quite a good strategy. Also, it has a relatively low barrier of entry as you can run like shrine nodes on your Atlas tree as I did here to juice up your character basically for damage, tankiness, and also speed. So one of the most common mistakes I notice for this strategy is that people are running different maps because they think that you have to have Maven witness a different map every single time. So while that is true, there is a way around it, and that is to run maps where bosses have immunity phases, like you see here. So some examples are Silo, Desert Spring, Dig, and a couple others. So the idea is that when you've damaged the boss to its first immunity phase, Maven will summon these extra bosses, and you'll be able to kill them for the map drops. Now once you've killed the summoned bosses, you have to leave the map without killing the map boss itself. And when you check your map device, you'll notice that you can witness the same map again because you technically haven't killed the map boss. So this is not a hack or anything like that. It's on the POE wiki page. This is something that people have been doing for many leagues now, and it is the efficient way to farm these Shaper Guardian maps, by rerunning the same efficient map that you like. So in my opinion, Silo is the most efficient map for farming this strategy because it has a very linear layout and it's also a relatively short map. It takes me about 2 minutes to complete each map. Also, the other important thing you need to know is that the number of summoned bosses depends on how many monsters are remaining in the map. So we're running Silo because it's a linear layout. We're killing every monster on the way to the boss room, and when we get there, there's basically no monsters left, and then Maven will essentially summon the maximum amount of bosses here, which is 3. So we're always maximizing the number of bosses spawn, and this will allow us a higher chance of dropping these Guardian and Conqueror maps. Alright, so I'm just going to go over the Atlas tree really quick here. So this is what the tree looks like. I don't have a POE or whatever for this, just take a screenshot if you need to, but it's a basic tree. We're taking strong boxes, we're taking shrines, and we're taking all the quant nodes here and the scarab nodes as well, and of course the map drops: Conqueror, Shaper Guardian, Synthesis, and Destructive Play. So the main idea of this is that we are rushing to the boss and we are not interested in any content that will delay our time in getting there. So again, boss farming is about speed and it's about completing the maps as quick as possible. You want to limit the content you're interacting with. So strong boxes and shrine, just click it and go, and it's the best content in my opinion to add to your Atlas. So yeah, and then scarabs, you might get good scarabs every now and then, but we're not really relying on that for the main profit. It's the map drops that really count. So when you're running it in your map device, I wouldn't run any mods on it. If you have a lot of currency to spare, you could put on ambush along with some ambush scarabs. You could also throw in like an influencing scarab of conversion so that your T14 maps have a chance to convert to a Guardian map, along with a cartography scarab of multitude, which currently is about 10 chaos each. So this is a budget strategy, and I don't think you should be running any of these, but if you want to, feel free to do that. And then don't forget, we're running this Maven Witness here. So yeah, hopefully this helps you out. Again, this is a good strategy if you are league starting and you have built up like a good amount of map pool here. Make sure you favor your map, which is Silo in this case, and then have the neighboring map as well, which is a channel here. And this is because of the ping pong strategy. You want to farm a bunch of silos, and when you're out of silo, you would run a channel map to drop silo and then go back and repeat. But yeah, that's about it. Hopefully this strategy helps you out. If you have any feedback, please let me know in the comment section below. Bye.